That's literally the same? Strength 20, crit 21, vitality, and direct hit. They're literally the same. Difference is this one's got dexterity. Through the maelstrom. Yeah, these are better. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone is something something. No, it avails us not to speculate. Your NGA will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak to a different matter, one closer to home. It concerns etheric fluctuations, which we had previously attributed to the good King Moggle Mog the 12th. Forever in his name and the reverence he serves and his sovereign he follows and the many things that he does, the many glorious, valorous things that he does, in his name we pray. That the king is no more a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet all is not well with the Twelveswood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may even suggest a presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Basilia? I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. What manner of problem? A band of refugees hailing from Ul'dah this time are come to Revenant's toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present they are in the 7th heaven. I see, mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Basilia. You know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear there soon. Machias, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. Stoic nod. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You'll be praised it is you. You're ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. Very calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, antecedent. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece it together a life of to replace the one that got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where. And then it came to me, Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you'd surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true that we accepted the Dahlman's petition for aid, the decision was a product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity, and so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us? If I might have a word. Tataru is Artemis. Ill tidings from Udal, my lady. Alphanod has been wounded. Uh-oh. Wait, how? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. 7 hells. Now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please. If you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. My lady. We are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attack without provocation, then these responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can he be so blind? Find Alphanod and quickly. If he's in danger or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Yuda and Pepalima will see to it. Alphanod is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Machias. Alright. I'm coming, Alphanod. I'm coming. I will save you. He stands there and looks okay.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers, while more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists, and you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the immortal flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other grand companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that the incident of this kind eventually occurred given rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear General Rolban. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Bam, 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 bam. No, it's not a good time, Private Saravane. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Affanod, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your... what? Shenanigans? My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation? Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents. Where progress is slow, they are damnably elusive. I can well imagine, given the majority of refugees live outside of the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with the butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with material weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that the tensions between the Uldan citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the domens were turned away, but would that motivate the starving man to purchase items in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single gil to spend, who cannot survive without aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well, my point, General, is that the powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion. And now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, the investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. Well, looks like we must do it ourselves, Alphanot. General's no fool. He keeps his own counsel with good cause. Were he to claim, without the necessary proof, that these riots are instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting a shirk responsibility. He did that. Broheim, I forget his name already. The one who said revelation. He did it. Okay, that makes sense. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Machias. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make up inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request for such information, but I've no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I meanwhile shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? You look as though you have something to say, Private Saravain. Do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual, even one with the ties to the flames, may be better suited to this task. Very well, the brass blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin speaking to the blades posted there. Oh. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zasawaka. He will explain everything. What brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well then, you've come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept the situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like the merchant who passed through recently, Gregorius fellow but awfully opinionated, can't say I was sad to see him go. Don't hurt me, I'm not one of them. Beg your pardon, you're one of the flames? But you're not with the flames, I see. If Leor Frick bid you speak with me, then I take you've agreed to help. 12 be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under a fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Ha, a childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of your idealists have returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent, you'll understand why. Even now, he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. You'd have no doubt the merchant will lead the remainder of their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. What are you doing? Don't draw, don't draw, don't draw, don't draw, don't draw! Why don't you run away with me? We could escape together, then you'd be free with me. Be here to soothe me. Ooh. Slash soothe. What do you want? It's true, I followed the merchant. May the gods strike me down for his folly. What they will not give me, you must take, he said. When he asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. But beyond when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing and then fighting, and everyone was fighting. Oh gods, the other group, they're still out there. Oh gods, they're still out there. Perfect. Perfect. The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and try and kill us. Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't have listened to him. Challenge the twins to combat. I know my brethren that their strongest warriors are no match for one man. Bum 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 bum. Somehow I found us. Everyone grab your gear, make the rendezvous point! That's your game, is it? Sorry to disappoint you, lad, but we're more than willing to take care of ourselves. Whoops. Oh, crap. Damn, they did some damage. The heck? You returned. Did you find my brethren? What of the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better than a handful of them take a beating than from you than the lot that get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it was all over? But where else would he be unless he went to Stone's Throw to recruit the others? The merchant wished to approach the refugees in Stone's Throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now what they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of the false cause? Find him, convince him to seize his mad quest. For show, for show. Have you seen my parents? They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with a man from Ul'dah. The man said they were going to change everything, make it so we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Say, mister, are you looking for someone? You mean the man who left with my parents? But I don't know where he... Wait, look over there. I think that's him. Well now, which of these gullible fools shall be my next victim? Me! I'll do it! You! Oh my god. If this is what's-his-face with the pomp... Whatever the hell you call it. That hairdo. I swear to God if that's him.